Most residents of this city this morning woke up to the sound of rain, Mr. Speaker. It was pounding quite heavy, and it felt extremely nice, Mr. Speaker, because you know full well that the last few months have been extremely difficult for us as a country. For those of us that come from the food basket areas, we've been extremely worried, Mr. Speaker, going home every other weekend to be covered in dust. Even the hard crops that hardly go dry, Mr. Speaker, like tea, which is a crop that sometimes can stay for months without rain but will still maintain its green color, was beginning to get yellow, Mr. Speaker. And I was increasingly getting worried and wondering, what is it that we can do? And I reflected back on all the conversations that we've had about climate change and getting people to socialize themselves with the concept of what exactly is climate change, Mr. Speaker, and the fact that our environment and the climate in general, Mr. Speaker, continues to change. And if we do not do something as a human population, then we might turn up to be the cursed generation, Mr. Speaker, the one that left the earth worse than when we found it. Our forefathers, Mr. Speaker, did a better job. If you visit many of our counties, you will realize that we enjoy very good tree cover, courtesy of the good job that were done by our predecessors. Many people, if you remember back when you were young, and even those that are way much older, Mr. Speaker, tree planting and generally being mindful of the environment, seeing where we litter, Mr. Speaker, is something that they were accustomed to. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, one of the ugly scenes that you will see is that you can actually run into well-cultured, properly educated, very wealthy, and sometimes intelligent-looking Kenyans. But when it comes to matters of environment, they behave in a very stupid way, Mr. Speaker. It's not unusual, Mr. Speaker, to drive down Kenyatta Avenue and see somebody open the window of a brand new Mercedes or a Range Rover and throw out a trash of Coca-Cola can or any other thing. You wonder, Mr. Speaker, what goes on in the minds of such people? Who do they imagine will wake up to just come and pick the trash that they have thrown out of their windows, Mr. Speaker? We have become what is colloquially referred to as environmentally stupid, Mr. Speaker. We do things that continue to hurt our climate, but do not bother, do not mind about it, Mr. Speaker.